RBI has taken the necessary measures which are there, and you would have seen it that in the overseas NDF market, rupee has appreciated. So it has caused impact on sentiments, as well as we see it will have impact on the flows as well, the positive flows.
Sir, but want to understand, let me ask. So the rupee has been under pressure since quite some time, and number one, do you think that these kind of measures, in fact, the opinion that's coming about is that with these kind of measures announced by RBI, the rupee seems to be under further pressure. So is that signal going to backfire, number one?
It will be the other way around. See, the point is what the measures are. Measures are in terms of the procedural parts, where we can improve upon our procedures so that those who want to invest in India, or in the matter either in the equity, or for that matter even on the ECB side, they can do it in a much easier manner. So there's a procedural aspect. The second aspect is that how we can provide them a wide variety in the entire yield curve on the government securities. So these are the measures, these are very positive measures which have been taken. And yes, when in terms of challenging times, one look at for what all possible measures can be taken, and these are very well thought through measures which have been taken.
So
Until October 31st, so will it be sustainable?
Which one?
So these steps announced by RBI yesterday.
The purpose of doing it for a limited period, that these are transitory measures. So these are not permanent measures in terms of a shorter duration ECBs which are there. So we do expect that these headwinds which are there, they would subside over a period of time. Considering that the nature of challenges, the measures are also transitory.
Food is down, gold
crude
is
is
down,
below
everything
100,
is down,
sir.
commodities are coming down. And sir, in this backdrop, the government has imposed this new windfall tax as well as export duties. So do you think so at some point in time, of course there's a 14-day timeline for a review, but any call so far, any thoughts on this, any worries on this? How do you see this panning out over the next 1 odd month?
And sir, along with this, sir, the pan out of the recession, what do you think, sir, how impacted the Indian economy, sir?
See, on these kind of matters, one can't be looking at the day's numbers and then arrive at a conclusion. One has to see what the trends over a period of time is there. If you recall that even in the month of May, except for the crude, other commodity prices were cooling off from the high peak which they have achieved, which they have reached in the month of April. So we'll have to see where this trend is going to be in the future. But at the same time, look at what the central banks across the globe are trying to do. Because if inflation is pretty high, they are trying to cool down. And the cooling down has to an impact, but the expectations are it may lead to a cooling down, but not nearly a recession. So it is too early to jump to those conclusions. But cooling off or not cooling off in the sense that slowing down of the growth, especially in the advanced economies, this is one of the measures which is a natural outcome in any case.